Welcome to another episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. I am your host, Fluff, and I'm back on my bullshit. We are here to rate and or roast, and in some cases rate and roast your rigs that you yourself have submitted to a quite packed email inbox, currently still over 5,000. But we're gonna get to them, and we are going to get to, I think, 8 or 9 today on this episode. So without further ado, let's get to rating and a roasting, shall we? Is there a rig here somewhere? Oh, there's the guitars. I was instantly distracted by the nice scenery of the really terrible looking, the dead garden. This is the dead garden setup. That's what we're gonna call it. And I just literally saw a mini orange amp and on the floor, oh wow. Okay, so I don't know what those guitars are. You stumped me. You got me. You got Uncle Fluff. But your setup is really, really simple. My favorite part about the rig is those light up Tetris blocks. Where do you get those? I want some of those. I like Tetris too. You know what I don't like though? This rig. It's not much of a rig. It's 2 guitars, really. And then it's a computer. You might live stream some gaming, it looks like. Also, judging by the Overwatch poster, you're probably into games more so than you are guitar. Overall, this is the worst IKEA I have ever been to. 2 out of 5 beards. What the hell? You are literally, like, figuratively speaking, a lot of us are like, yeah, I'm in a tiny closet. No, you were literally in a closet, friend. You are in the tiniest cubby. What is this? This is literally like if you took the picture while sitting on the toilet pooping, and that's your rig. Like this is your poop rig. You might say it's a shitty rig. It's not, but just a figure of speech because that's what we do around here. Overall, your guitars are all right. I mean, you know, you got an Epiphone Les Paul, you have a Strat, Telly, and a Laguna. The Fender Bass Breaker, I believe those are called. Tidy pedal board. God, this space is small, bro. Like, oh, wow. Got a nice little basket of cables. So you take the cables out and then you use them and then you fold them and put them back. Maybe your mom probably comes in after and like tidies up the place, huh? That's probably what's happening. Great plant for vibe. I'm gonna give you 3 out of 5 beards. This is a very, very simple rig. You have a Fender Strat into a Line 6 Helix LT into a Headrush PA speaker. This is like the Delaware of rigs. Like here, check out my, hey, do you wanna see my rig? Here it is. No, that's all of it. No, that's it. Yeah, no, it's just the 3 pieces. It's, hi, I'm in Delaware. That's it. I don't need any pedals. I don't need anything fancy. I need a guitar, a box with a pedal on it, and a PA speaker. The Delaware of rigs. 2 out of 5 beards. Whew, here we go. So you have a Diamond Nitrox head. Always wanted one of those. Couple of Mesa Boogie 412s. You got looks to be a Rev F, possibly. Dual rectifier. Got the PRS single cut. You got a rack full of stuff. And I bet this is just your living room rig because you probably don't even gig. I am not fooled by those road cases, sir. Got an acoustic guitar in there, ready to go for every rose has its thorn. You know what? Tidy though. The rig is tidy. It's completely overkill and you're probably very, very single. And this is probably your living room. But when you bring chicks over, you're just like, I'm just kidding. You don't bring chicks over. But overall, your rig is solid, sir. I would give this an absolute solid 4.5 out of 5 beards. Oof. See, this rig is simple and effective and disturbing. You are probably a serial killer. This is a serial killer rig, but a serial killer that's like really into the Beatles. You have a knockoff power supply that visually looks like a Voodoo Lab, but it's not. You have a very, very small Sidekick Reverb 25 Fender combo. You have some, inexpensive but decent pedals. You have extra strings on your headstock. You literally don't trim your strings, which indicates to me that you probably don't take care of other things either, like your downtown situation. Like your pubes are probably like out of control based on that you don't cut your strings on your guitar. You are a serial killer. Why would you even want to do that? You probably poke your eye out like 4 or 5 times a week and you're still just like, nah, it looks cool. I saw Tom Morello do it, so I'm doing it. That's not actually cool. Newsflash. Still gonna give this rig 2.5 out of 5 beards. What the hell? What am I even, is that an actual So we have a homemade speaker cabinet, some mini amps, an orange and a Peavey. You do have a vacuum, which is good. However, you do lack tidying skills and you have this weird awkward end table for stuff, just bric-a-brac. That speaker is literally being held hostage and it's been in wood jail and it's managed to kind of use its spoon to carve out a hole and it's looking through and it's like, please help me. Every time someone walks by, it's like, please help me. Do not plug into me. Please let me out of here. But you're like, no, the lotion's in the, put the lotion in the basket kind of a guy. Also serial killer. There's a lot of serial killers on this show. Anyway, this rig's kind of terrible, but it's awesome. But it's like awesome in a real terrible way, or it's terrible in a real awesome way. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm still gonna give this 2 out of 5 beards. Whoa! Wow. Okay. So this is someone who is angry and also loves Anthrax, I'm guessing, and Megadeth and all 80s thrash metal albums, and you probably also hate the Black Album, and you probably haven't listened to Megadeth since Rust in Peace, which, you know what, to be honest, no one has anyway. But you really, really like Marshall and the new wave of British heavy metal, and you probably play a lot of Iron Maiden as well. And Slayer, those bands. You probably wear a jean jacket with the cut-off sleeves. You have some patches on it. I know. We all know. We've seen it. You like Jägermeister, and you like to drink and get f***ed up on the weekends because, you have an office job Monday through Friday. But on the weekends, Rebel time. Marshall JVM, 2 Marshall 412s. Solid rig, dude. Solid rig. I even love the skull. Just kidding, I don't love the skull at all on the right-hand side, but it's clean. Your setup's clean, and judging your setup just as a setup, I would still give you 4 out of 5 beards. And finally, rig number 8, coming correct. You got a bunch of orange. You have some Sun concert, what is that? A Sun concert lead. Awesome. You have a Bill from Mastodon's Golden Axe. I don't normally like Explorers. I like that one a lot. Your pedal board is tidy. This is a great rig. I have absolutely nothing to say about this. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 4.5 out of 5 beards. And that does it for this episode of Rate or Roast My Rig. If you would like me to rate and or roast your rig, feel free to send an email on over to rateorroast@gmail.com and we will catch you in a future episode. Maybe. Fluff out. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, please consider subscribing. It helps me, help you, and then in turn you get more stuff to watch. And also, I have all sorts of stuff down in the description of this video. Sweetwater giveaway stuff, there's all sorts of links to all sorts of things, so consider checking that out as well if you're gonna hang. But if you don't hang, all good. I still love you.